I'm Jami Philbrick with iamROGUE.com. I'm here at Spectral Motion in Glendale, and I'm with the owner of the company, Mike Elizalde. Did I say that right?
That's right, yes.
Awesome. And Derek Mears, actor, and they're both work. Did I say that wrong?
No, I was going to judge you with my eyes. I'm like,
I don't want to get it wrong. And you guys worked on Hansel and Gretel.
Witch Hunters.
Witch Hunters, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So Derek, you played Edward in the film.
Correct. I played Edward the Troll.
And tell me a little bit about the work that went into creating Edward the Troll.
Well, Edward the Troll was an evolution that began with Tommy Wirkola's vision, along with Kevin Messick, the producer. They worked very closely together, and in fact, the three of us worked very closely together to initiate the growth of this character, the birth of this character. And once we went through the process of coming up with a look, we had to find somebody to play him. And that's when we went to Derek to see if he would help us out, and he did.
Yeah, other 7 guys said no, and so they're like, hey, you're our #1 choice.
That's not true.
You fit the costume. It's like Great Brady, right?
Yeah, right, get in there. Like, what? No.
Well, and how much does, obviously, the makeup help you make this character come alive?
You know what? I don't know how to answer that because the makeup is pretty crazy because it's so heavy and you're locked inside this void. And as an actor, you rely on the connection with people around you, but you're basically because I see out of the mouth, and when the mouth's closed, I don't see anything. So mentally, I have to take a Polaroid of what's around me, and with body control, figure out how far away something is and whatnot. But also, when you're doing the beats of the scenes, even though I'm in the suit and not controlling some aspects of the suit, mentally you have to be there and what's going on, and the energy, you have to trust transfers through the makeup and is captured on camera. Because there's some sort of in my own opinion, sound kind of like quantum physicsy, that the eye, as a liar, that we can tell if something's there or not, or something's going on. And I feel like if I'm not thinking or I'm not in the actual moment of what's going on, it's going to read that way. If you just put like a mask on a big guy, that's what you're going to get. So if the mask is on or off, I'm doing the exact same thing if it were to be off.
And how many people are involved in, in moving to Edward and in all his different movements? And I mean, there are a couple of different guys involved.
Yeah,
correct?
65, right? 6.
Yeah, it's counting Derek. Yeah. It's a team of 3 puppeteers, actually 4 puppeteers. No, you're right, 5. It's 5. Yeah. We've narrowed it down to 3, but it used to be 5 on set. Because people have to operate the movement of his hands. Mm-hmm. While we're working here, we're only operating his head, so it only takes 3 people. But it's a team. It's a team effort,
sure,
and
sure.
what Derek said is exactly right. It's a coordinated choreography to bring one entity together with the performance of 5 or 6 people. Those people have to be in sync. They have to be in tune with each other. And another point that's really important that Derek made is not only does Derek have to be a great actor, which he is, it's true, he also has to be able to do everything that he does, all the subtleties of the performance that you see in the film, blindfolded and with earplugs in. It's a really tough job, and we're so happy that he was with us on this gig.
Too nice.
Yeah.
Too nice.
Oh, come on.
And did Tommy always want to go practical with it as opposed to maybe doing CGI for Edward?
Absolutely. His conceit from the very beginning was that the character had to be practical, and he stuck to his guns, and I'm glad he did, because in the end it really was a very special character in the film.
Well, with Edward, I mean, how long does it take to get into the costume for you?
Normally it's about like an hour or
yeah,
so?
something like
about
that.
An hour.
Mm-hmm.
And do you mind the process? Do you mind sort of going through that whole, what is that process like for you?
Yeah, we talk about that pain is temporary, film is forever.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a fan. First and foremost, I'm a fanboy of sci-fi, horror, and whatnot. And doing a character like this, doing a practical character like this, I love like Labyrinth and Star Wars and the characters that those bring to life with the practical characters. And so having an opportunity like this, I always felt like if we pull this off and it turns out really good, that it might spark a trend in Hollywood to go, oh wait, let's do like a retro cast and do more and more practical effects rather than doing everything just completely CG. I think there's a point where CG and practical can marry together and help complement each other, and not just one or the other. So I'm hoping that will happen.
Have you seen a lot of practical kind of go away, a lot of your work go away with the CG advances in CG?
Yeah, but I mean, just as a fan, like watching it on the screen, because I can tell if something's there or not. I'll get taken out of the film, and being that they're artists, like
Totally.
I honestly feel
Agreed.
like I get to wear like a piece of art.
Yeah.
And it's just I'm so flattered to be a part of that. that.
Well, and just to finish up, Mike, what are some of the
Sure.
other movies? We see Hellboy behind here. I know
Yeah.
you've done a lot of work with Guillermo del Toro.
A lot of work with Guillermo. We just finished working on Pacific Rim with him. We did some digital scanning models for the film, and we also did some practical animatronic effects for the movie. And I mean, our resume goes back 100 films, you know. So, and that's my personal resume and the company's resume. So there's a lot of stuff.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great being here and seeing everything you guys do. Thanks
It's
so
been
much.
great
Mike.
to have you.
Yeah, great.
Absolutely.
Great meeting you, Derek. Thanks so much.